everybody, my name is V. Narendra Kumar and we are from NRK Academy, and today we have the 24th story, The Hares and the Frogs, in our series of AESOP's tales retold by Tolstoy. And this is part of our series of master reading and listening with grammar analysis. Master reading and listening with grammar analysis. So this is the 24th story, The Hares and the Frogs. The hares once, here's an animal, we know, the hares, those particular hares, once got together. Got together is a phrasal verb. Once means at one point, got together, okay, they came together, and is a connecting word. They began to complain. They began to do something. What? To complain about their life. About is a linking word, preposition here. Their life. Now it's clear. The hares once got together and began to complain about their life. We perish from men and from dogs. We perish. Perish means die. There's a new word here, perish. We perish from men and from dogs, which means men and dogs are killing them. We perish, you can say, because of men. You can also say we perish from men. And from dogs, comma, and is a connecting word. From eagles, and again from all the other beasts. See? We perish, men, dogs, eagles, all other beasts. How did they link these words? We perish from men and from dogs, they are killing us, and from eagles and from all the other beasts. All the other beasts. It would be, it will be, it would be. Both are almost same. Be better. It would be better to die at once. Would be better to die at once than, compared to. Than here means compared to. Compared to. Than to live in fright and suffer. Fright means fright means simply fear, and suffer, suffering. So this is the next sentence. We perish from men and from dogs and from eagles and from all the other beasts. Clearly we can see from and how they are working in this sentence. It would be better. It would be better. Why would be? Why not only would? Because there is no verb here. It would be better to die at once than to live in fear and suffering, or fright and suffer. Come, let us drown ourselves. Come, let us drown ourselves. They want to die there, commit suicide. And the hares raced away to drown themselves in a lake. And the hares raced away, ran fast to drown themselves, all of them, in a lake. The frogs heard the hares and plumped into the water. They jumped into the water. It's a good word, plumped into the water. So one of the hares said, wait, boys, let us put off the drowning. Evidently, which means clearly, evidently means clearly, the frogs are having a harder life than we. They are afraid even of us. Okay. So, this is a very, very funny story. So, frogs heard the hares and plumped into the water. Frogs actually jumped into the water. So, one of the hares said, wait, boys, let us put off the drowning. Let us means, it's a proposal. Let us go to a party. Let us go for a movie. Let us put off. Put off is a new word. Be careful here. Put is not the same as put off. Put off means postpone the drowning or cancel the drowning. Evidently, clearly, evidently means clearly, evidently, clearly, the frogs are having a harder life than we. They are afraid even of us. Even of us. You're right. The hares and the frogs. The hares once got together and they began to complain about their life. We perish from men and from dogs and from eagles and from all the other beasts. It would be better to die at once than to live in fright and suffer. Come, let us drown ourselves. And the hares raced away. And the hares raced away to drown themselves in a lake. The frogs heard the hares and plumped into the water. So one of the hares said, wait, boys, let us put off, cancel, postpone the drowning. Evidently, clearly, the frogs are having a harder life than we. They are afraid even of us. The hares and the frogs. The hares once got together and began to complain about their life. We perish from men and from dogs and from eagles and from the other beasts. It would be better to die at once than compared to live in fright and suffer. Come, let us drown ourselves. Let us means let us go for a party. A proposal. Let us means actually proposal. Let us go for a party. Let us have a drink. Come, let us drown ourselves. And the hares raced away. Raced means fast. Raced away is again two words here. The hares raced away to drown. For what purpose? To get into the water. Themselves in a lake. The frogs heard the hares. The frogs heard the hares and jumped into the water, plumped into the water. So one of the hares said, "Wait, boys, let us put off." Put off means cancel or postpone the drowning. Evidently, clearly the frogs are having a harder life. Evidently, the frogs are having a harder life. The frogs are having a harder life. That means they're having a harder life than we or us. Compared. Than is comparative. They are afraid even of us. So now, last time the hares once got together and began to complain about their life. We perish from men and from dogs and from eagles and from all the other bees. It would be better to die at once than to live in fright, fear and suffering and suffer. Come, let us drown ourselves. And the hares raced away to drown themselves in a lake. The frogs heard the hares and plumped into the water. So one of the hares said, "Wait, boys, let us put off the drowning." Clearly, evidently, the frogs are having a harder life than we. They are afraid even of us. So when compared to somebody who is worse than us, at least we are better. So there's a very funny thing, very funny, very, very lovely, deep, I would say deep moralistic story. Because sometimes in life you take such an extreme position, suddenly you see that you're not so bad and people are worse. Okay, so that's the wonderful story. The hares and the frogs. Will come up with another video, the 25th story, in the next video. Thank you so much.